I want to spend a little bit of time talking about those parentheses because I think it's important to understand why there is this non-capturing group. So parentheses are not only used to capture an expression, they're also used to group uh, some part of the expression so that you can make it optional. So for instance, here we have the string foo bar baz, and if I run this match against this, let's see what it's going to match. If I say match.groups, it's going to show me all the things it matched. So it matched first off the whole string, foo bar baz, because that is in parenthesis and that's the first opening parenthesis. So that's going to be group one. I could also just get that group one, and that's going to get the foo bar baz. Now, additionally, there's an inside string that's also being grouped, just the bar part, and we see that that's available here in the groups as the second one, and if I say group 2, then I'm getting just the bar part. So that's cool. So it's really great that I can match the whole string and then also something on the inside. But what if I didn't actually care to match that inside? What if I just wanted to match the strings foo bar baz and foo baz? Really the only reason I'm using the foo bar part is so that I can make this optional. And now if we look at this match, and actually let me just go um, uh, run it like this. Um, well, okay, I'll just do it like this, match. And I say match.groups, then it's matching foo bar baz and bar, but this is also going to match foo baz. And if I look at the groups, then I see it matches foo baz, the entire string, and the bar part has been made optional, but you see that it was also showing up as a capture group. So with the second capture group is showing up as none. Really that match is only there, the parentheses are only there to make the bar part optional. So I don't want to capture this, so I add question mark colon in front, and now when I look at those groups, I've only got the foo baz. There's no point in capturing the bar. So that's what the question mark colon is for. It's for making you would usually use it because you're trying to make a part of your expression optional by adding a question mark after it. That's one reason why you might use it. So another thing that I would talk about here is that this regular expression that I'm writing is quite complicated. It's very long, and so it might be nice from a documentation standpoint and just from a code formatting standpoint to actually compile that regular expression and put it into a variable. So that's what the re.compile function allows us to do. This becomes this compiled regular expression. And let's pop that in there and let's say, what is the type of splitter? And we can see that it's this RE pattern object, and we can say help on the splitter to find out more of the things that we can do with it. And what we see is that we can call methods like find all, find iter, full match, match, search, all of these things that we're normally using with like RE search, now we can call splitter search, and that will work for us. And so if we try that splitter.split on our line, which is the same as saying line because we still have that as a variable, we see that that is the same thing as calling re dot split on this complicated regular expression. This just is going to make our code a little easier to read. The other thing about compiling a regular expression is that the effort that the regular expression engine goes through to understand this expression and turn that into the code that it can use internally to split the string or to use the regular expression. All that's done at the front when you say compile, and then it's been compiled just like a piece of code, and the regular expression engine doesn't have to do that again and again. So there's a number of reasons to do this. One is maybe our code will run just slightly a little bit faster, but more importantly than that, I think our code becomes more readable. And so, the way that I name this variable, I'm calling it splitter. I'm giving it this semantically meaningful name so that when I see that in my code, I'm like, oh, that's the thing that I've created to split the code, to split the incoming text. And so I think it makes my code more readable. So we'll move from here and see how to apply this to actually scrambling a word.